And we are live. Leave. There we go. Excellent connection. Let's see how long it lasts. Apparently it's not. Well, the last few times for whatever reason. Mic out. Hopefully. I really need a mic stand so badly. But this freaking desk doesn't allow for the one that I have, and I freaking lost my other one. So it's tragic, but it's fine. Only gonna be at this desk for like another few weeks. So I'll just deal with it more. Anyways, hello. You're alive. We're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable. That's the goal. So yeah, because I have a lot of games in my epic folder. Whatever. That's what it's called. So we're gonna be just playing through things. I think this game is supposed to yell at me a lot. I've only played the demo. I've never actually played the full game, and I don't know what's actually gonna happen. But yeah, let's get into it. The end is never a end. They never wait, what? The end is never the end. Is never the end is never. Oh, just say okay. The end is never. The end is never. Is never. Hopefully my mic's working. I would hope so. Otherwise, that would be pretty bad. Also, this is taking forever to load. Oh my gosh. Why? Come on. You can do it. What happened? Okay, I was really confused. I was like, why is my chat gone? What? How do I don't know. There we go. Click to skip. I don't want to do that. So we're not going to do that. Oh, yeah, it's probably be in the game.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, I guess this is where. Oh, yeah, we can move now. What if we just don't step out of the office? I feel like this is like the type of game where I just have to interact with everything, so that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I believe we can beat the game within like an hour or something. I'm not sure, but we're gonna do a bit of exploring. Can't get through that door. Can I close the door? I can close it. I hate games that don't have like the what's it called, the indicator in the middle. It's locked again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wait, what? How do I don't want to turn that off. Turn that back on. Turn that back on.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Thanks for pointing that out. I am touching everything. I'm going to click everything. Can't see out the windows. That's fine. I think one of the goals of this game is like to annoy the narrator a lot, so I might do that. Oh, my door's locked now too. What the hell? Really? Spilled a cup of coffee. Huh. That does nothing. These doors are locked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know what to do.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, fuck you. I'm going the other way. No, I can't go that way. Great. What is this office building? Very weirdly organized. Oh, I can't close this door?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Can't sit down. Doo-doo-doo.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking
You can
at some
squat.
chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
You can squat. That's interesting.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh my gosh. How nice of him. This narrator is truly a blessing.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Is it down? Is it really down? I feel like this has to work somehow. What are the controls again? Duck, use item, that's one, take screenshot, pause game, console, Okay, well, that is useless. That's cool. That is not the console button.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to
Well,
the
it's the only open door. Gosh. I don't like this side of the room. I'm not going that way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. I don't know if I can lie. It's a little tricky. There's no lie button. Doesn't seem to be any way to do that. Can I fall off this?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, I was not expecting. Oh, just bring me all the way back here. Anything hidden underneath here that we missed before? Now that I know I can crouch. Well, good to know.
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I guess there's plenty of different choices here. I don't really know what to do. But I need to crouch.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. I told you to. That's why. Okay. That's what it was talking about.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure.
How do I get down here?
I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone
Oh, okay.
else can be
Brings me all the way up there.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
There's a woman in the picture. Who is this woman?
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What if I just... Can I? Do you think I can make this? I think I can make that. Do you think I can? Let's see. Let's see. Ugh. Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That was not right. Okay. Let's try that again. Just speed through.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
First time playing through, I think I'm just gonna ignore everything he says. And then the next time we play through it, I think we'll just do everything he says.
Came to a set of two open. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I'm the main character, guys.
You've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
I have forgotten about. I didn't even know they were part of the story.
To make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
Okay. I still feel like there's a way that we can jump from this platform to there.
Your chance to redeem yourself.
Or I'm just wrong.
To put your
It's
word
highly chance that I'm just wrong.
to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I don't know who she is, but I don't really want to go to her. Doesn't seem like we have much option here, though. Oh, what is this dark void of darkness? Oh, there's a telephone.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more...
Not been playing around that long.
You've negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can...
You can tell this is not American-made.
...on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh, what? Oh, we practice now. Wait, what? Okay. Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Probably more than 8 choices a day.
Wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world. Just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back.
Oh, the plug's gone.
Noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, we can no longer jump. Should I do it? Oh, we can't do it. Tragic.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I should have checked the phone again, shouldn't I? See if I could have done anything with it. Oh. There's a key card there, but I don't know where I can get a key card. Alright, seems like I don't really, I wouldn't know how to get more choices now. Seems like he cut off every possible choice I could make. Except I gotta figure this out now. Isn't that the way he wanted us to go? Why is he? Okay, so he's just making us all the way back to the beginning.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
What if I just sit here for a little while? I'm gonna sit here for a little while. The doors. I have no idea. I know so little about this game, but I feel like there's so many mysteries I have to figure out in the first playthrough. Even though I know you're supposed to go through multiple playthroughs, I think. I don't even know. We gotta figure this out though. Hold on a second. What? How do we have -1 viewers? What? I don't think. How's that possible? That's funky. Okay. The Stanley Parable is real, guys. It's affecting my viewership.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I don't think this is supposed to look like this. What is happening here? That is such a weird glitch. I need to take a picture of that. How? How is that possible? How do I have -1 viewers? YouTube glitching out. YouTube really glitching out. Alright, whatever. There's gotta be something I can do in here, right? I have no idea. Whatever, I guess we'll go the right way. The door stayed open. I'm surprised the door stayed open.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game?
Oh my god, poor Chris.
Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Why don't I shut the game down? No. Oh. Okay. Oh, we're back. You failed at shutting the game down, loser.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see.
I did. I really did think it would be funny.
Upon you how important it was to be like Stanley. He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh, wait.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh. What's going on?
Exactly as Stanley would.
Is he just gonna keep resetting me until I do it?
Putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh, the lights are flickering this time.
entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
Oh, my viewers are back to 0.
always
Okay, good.
putting the story
So
I'm quite
weird.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
I feel like 5's the magic number. If it doesn't do it one more time, I'm gonna leave. Was it only 3 times? Was that my 4th try? I don't remember.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, I don't think anything's happening here. I'm gonna do it one more time because I forgot if that was my 5th attempt or my 4th attempt.
Always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Okay, yeah, I think we have to go to the left.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, it's actually normal in here.
There was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Please keep the targets on the topic of what? Complete today's unfinished agenda items right next to today's agenda. Completed anything. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Employee 417, 405, 491, 4... I feel like some of these things might be important. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Group cabal planning. Rest in peace, Franz. What do I happen to Franz? There was something in this idea bin. No more bin, trash can renaming of the idea, firing. We need reviews. A lot of, I think that's a stupid idea. Or water coolers, more water coolers, heaters. I feel like this is how exactly it would be if I was in an office setting. Oh, wait, what? Solving interpersonal conflict. I'm not gonna read that. The book is too small. Nice. Oh wait, this box is too small, not book. My bad. Pre-review of the weekend review. Okay. To ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. Everyone looks so unique in those photos, I gotta say. Super unique. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, and slides. Okay. I feel like there's definitely something for just sitting here and watching all the PowerPoints go through. Is there a way to make this go faster though? Please, more charts, stop. Or okay, it's just filtering through. It looks like because this was the beginning of the last one, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's just going through. Never mind. Oh, the door closed. Room closet. Nothing in there. Cool.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I feel like usually we have the choice to go downstairs, but they seem to have removed that since I stopped following instructions earlier. Why are all these doors locked? I want to go through at least one of them. I don't want to go through this door.
Stepping inside the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I should have to speak into it? How do I...
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Yeah, I see the receiver. I don't know how to speak into it.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
Do I actually have to say it? That'd be pretty funny.
Story. This is a crucial step.
I can't, sir. Mr. Narrator, sir. I can't do it.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing for your respect.
I don't know how to do it.
The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You
I
could have
did.
done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself. You
I did go in the door on the right, and I forced... okay.
When Stanley came to a
Oh.
set of two open doors,
Wait, what the hell?
to the door on his left.
What? What?
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Oh, this is the end.
To walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
So confused.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
Is this actually one? I know there's multiple endings to the game, but I don't know if this...
You hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Uh, did I actually? Was that a natural ending or was that a joke ending? No, that was indeed a natural ending. Uh, okay. Uh, okay.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
This is different. That was different. Wait a minute. This is different too. 420.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, it's the same again. Okay, I'm so confused.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Let's actually touch the telephone this time, I guess. I mean, you already told us, like, what happens.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay,
You can't
there we
walk.
go.
Why don't we have the key to our door?
Come in and tell me all about your day.
What the hell?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is
Huh.
a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Let me press something else. Technically did press 9. Okay.
Stanley is quite a
Fine.
boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Maybe there's an ice cream truck outside. Interesting. Sorry, I had to do something important there.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Watch TV. There's no TV here.
That one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh, I thought it was good. I misread that for a second. I thought it said sell your kids. I was like, oh my god, what's that supposed to mean?
Wonderful fantasy. And so in his head, he renamed it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
No. I don't want to press that. I'm not doing it. There's a clock in the background. Oh. Oh, the clock actually moves and makes sound. That's interesting.
But there is no answer.
Oh, my wife disappeared.
In reality, all he's
I began push back to our desk slowly and slowly.
Always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'll actually listen on this one because I feel like that's the correct way. I don't want to prove them right. I hope that my stream is actually working. Supposed to wait. I'm so confused. He said not to do it, but nothing's happening. And I feel like maybe I should.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Whatever.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Oh.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Oh. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Are we back to the beginning? What kind of ending? That was... I'm so confused by this game. Like, I knew it was supposed to be confusing. I know the narrator is supposed to be a jerk, but I don't understand the purpose, and I'm super confused. Maybe this time we just follow everything he says.
The workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed...
Wait a minute. That's... I could have sworn this went right before. What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me,
Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
That was an
Good
accident.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That was an accident. Oopsies. Oh wait, it brought me back here though. It didn't bring me all the way back. It usually brings me all the way back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I'm so...
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
What?
the employee lounge first.
I know the last time I did that, it brought me all the way back. It didn't do that this time though.
Grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
What?
Yes, really, really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do I do it?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Another detour. Nice. Loading, 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 loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I really know what to say.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What? But I don't want to go that way. Oh, wow. What the heck?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay. This doesn't really seem like the beginning. There's definitely something up at the,
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
computer with the input. Where is it? Is there none in this room? I missed the last room. Is there no input computer this round? Or just somewhere else? So it was on 2. It did save from last time. I don't know how it's going up. I don't know how it's incrementing. But it definitely was before. Wait a minute, this room is completely different.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something
What
change?
the heck?
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What? Oh, we're back here.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Computer's gone too, still. There's no input computer again. It's hard to commentate this game because like there's so much already commentating with the freaking narrator. So it's like, how do I make this more entertaining? And like I'm so deep in thoughts, I'm trying to think of things and figure it out. I don't really know how to put my thoughts out loud. So we're just gonna struggle with that, I guess. Oh wait, what? I closed that door. Was I supposed to do that? Wait, if I close that door, can I open another door? No. Okay. The room's different again. No doors this time.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha!
What
I
the?
knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Damn, nothing. Nothing indeed.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
So confused. Oh, this is spooky.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember,
The
Stanley?
narrator losing his
You
mind.
know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that.
Wait, the door's gone.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Is his room still empty again?
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. Thought there was some hidden door there. Guess not. I guess I have to go through the line. I don't want to. Oh, it's playing solitaire over there. Can I get it? Can I reach it? Nope. None of this seems to be working. Tragic.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of
The story is different.
Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What's this? I feel like this door is open. It doesn't make the clicky noise. This music is very obnoxious though. Oh, the door did open. Wait a minute, what? Just one big loop? I'm so confused. Should I go back? Is that what it's telling me to do? Hopefully this music isn't copyrighted. Alright, fine, I'll follow the freaking line. Can't go downstairs. Tragic. The line is on the wall. I don't think the line is supposed to be on the wall. What the heck? Question mark. Oh my god, this music is so annoying. Oh, there's a swinging light in there. That's different.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Help me remember this fern, guys. Apparently very, very important fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Is the story of the story that there isn't no story? I don't know. I'm confused. Oh, my mic picks up my whispering. I don't actually check. It'd be pretty funny if it didn't. Oh, we're back here.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, that was a pain, a tiny bit.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? No door opened. Oh, just the one door open. Guess I have to go there. Okay. Wait, can I open the door though? No. Of course not.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be.
We were quite literally walking in circles.
I'm ready for it.
Oh.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Line goes into the ceiling. Okay, bye line. Oh, finally, in the room.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Dang it. Can't go in the left door. What if I could just continue walking in circles and don't go in the door? You've been playing the confusion ending for 60 minutes, 38 seconds, 40 seconds, 41. Online again. Narrator forget about previous restarts. Online again. Begin. Portion. The identical replica of the office has begun to deteriorate. Attempt to play the story, but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined.
Oh.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be.
A long time Stanley dies. Oh my god.
Keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do want to have a...
The heck was that noise? Okay. That was painful. Not the type of noise I was expecting. So we're back in the room. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now,
achievement.
he thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. So,
Build the dreams. They'll come one day.
This will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I think the confusion ending is wrapping up in the way I said it would.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Still gone. The room's still... No, the room's the same again. Do we fully restart again? I'm confused. Anyways, I guess the bathroom. So I'm gonna be right back. All right, we're back. We are back. Let's get. Oh my god, didn't mean to put that there. Now let's continue. Okay, resume the game. Okay. I totally forgot everything that's on that list already. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's pretty not great.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room,
Am I doing this
Stanley
correctly?
thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bore
Don't-
out at last.
yeah.
He'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
It says to find the line again. I don't see it.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I have no idea. Apparently I'm supposed to be able to find the line again, but I don't see the line. I don't know if we're going the right way.
Right.
So,
Okay, yes. I
Huh.
got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense...
move it to the menu. Just see. It's impossible to get this achievement. I got the impossible achievement. I guess like good to see the 8s. Okay, click on the door 435 times. Speed run in under 4 minutes, not including load times. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years. Beat the game. Welcome back. Quit the game and then start it again. Entire duration of a Tuesday. Okay. Time for it to take forever to load again for some reason.
This is the story.
Can't jump.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Sorry if that's very annoying.
The meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
We're just gonna achievement hunt, I guess.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost.
Oh my god.
50 clicks.
Staring at a door. This is some high quality gameplay right here, guys. Sorry, it's super high quality. I know.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Okay, yeah, clicking that 20 times again didn't do anything. 417. Where the heck is 417? Oh. Time to click this 20 times. Yay. So how's everyone's day?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437's back this way, right? Aha.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
We're just gonna be clicking doors now, aren't we? Great. Let's see what happens when we do them all.
Now, back to door number 437. Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine? All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How can I even do that? 419? No, that's not this way, it's this way.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
So vigorous.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
He's so excited. How could I not?
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I mean, technically in the end, I did only press it like 5 times for the achievement. Want to go with complete logic there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow his instructions this time. We're gonna beat the game. Why not?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, I can enter the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I think there's good reason to still be in here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Yeah, sorry, I'm scared to come out of the closet.
Explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
I think it has major reasons to the story, sir.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, Did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite. I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Dang, dude.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm not gonna step out in the hallway, sir. The door's closed. I can open it. I mean, I can't open it. I don't want you. There's gotta be something in here, right? Okay, fine. I'll continue the story.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Nope. Okay. Ah, my prediction was right. There is a downstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for
No, wait, I can't go backwards. That's right.
Stanley is as aware right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh no, nothing changed.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Is my head gonna explode or something? Do I just die?
Went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
What's up with the head? Why does she have like a robot head? You guys see that? Like there's like the... Why is it... There's a hatch that you could just open up on her back of her head. What?
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned away. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I think we should just go through the game normally now and see what happens. The normal ending,
When
I
Stanley
guess.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. That didn't say that last time I was here. Oh, the third input.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from
Oh,
him.
they finally
His
showed
boss
the
had
middle.
assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
what?
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Interesting. This place is huge. Why is it so big? Ah, an elevator. Let's press the button.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
I'm starting to feel tired.
The nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Lights broke. That's sad.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I did say I would follow the story this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Oh, that's the place we usually walk out of.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many...
Isn't our number 742? There's no 742 here.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
This is way too many screens for one person to look at. Also, what is that red text? Am I going to go closer just so I can read it? Yeah. Ah. Never mind. Oh, it's back. It's too...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Pirate?
His own life in someone else's control.
There was a pirate. Empire pirate.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What are these buttons? Do I get anything for pressing all the buttons? I'm gonna press all the buttons, see what happens. Console disabled. I think that was all the buttons. What is this room? I'm so confused. 5. Mind control is idle, awaiting input. See what this means.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
I don't think I was supposed to press that.
I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw the story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
Oh no.
Desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
I think I'm winning this round.
Choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me,
I can't even press the button anymore.
laughing at every second of your inevitable moment we face.
Yeah, I think I messed up.
The moment I say, happily ever up.
Well, that's one way to go out. That's for sure. Okay.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
There we go. Input received. Okay, cool. I wonder what that leads to. Alright, let's try to get back to where we were. Instead, I'm gonna press the off button next time. We're gonna figure out how to beat this game. That's for sure.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
That's not the
What could it
code.
mean?
What was the code again?
Stanley wondered
It's
aloud.
2.
He began
No, it's
quietly
4-2.
turning through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking
4,
behind
2,
buttons,
8,
desperate for
6.
clues to his situation. But his attention was
Nope.
caught by a keypad behind the
Alright,
boss's
let's
desk.
wait until he starts again.
What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried
Dang it,
beneath
what was
his
it again?
feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course,
Okay.
Stanley couldn't. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Sure, just randomly pressing by sheer luck, yeah.
He stepped into
100% what it was.
passageway.
Okay. Let's not fail this time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I wish there was like a fast forward button so I don't have to hear him talk. Angry.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes.
No. He
No,
refused
my
to
bad.
believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That's exactly what happened.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Shut up. I think we did it right. I'm actually not sure. Oh, wait, we can still move around.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Where are we?
Was it over?
I can't see anything.
Yes.
Oh, there's light.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah, we still do.
Workers gone. How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps...
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense...
Oh, I don't even have to play now. Just stand here and watching us.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, I beat the game. Got the achievement for beating the game. Look at that. I don't know if we actually beat the game. Go to the menu. Achievements. Complete the Stanley Parable. Nope. In under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Not including load times. I can do that. Don't play this. I really love the go outside one. Okay. Let's try to figure out what the inputs mean, because I still don't know. Oh, it's right here. Input received. What does this mean? Welcome, Stan. What? buttons? Why are there so many buttons? I'm just so confused. Am I supposed to press the buttons? Oh no, the buttons don't last. Something tells me I'm not doing something right. Then. What the heck is this room? I just realized it's repeating buttons over and over again. I'm so confused. Stop it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This is so confusing. It's like there's no pattern. I'm so confused. What am I supposed to do here? I don't want to look it up, but this is really annoying. I might just look it up. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, the only way to escape is that. Okay, that was
Stanley had never seen the office this bright.
that was annoying.
Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Yo, hello, Too Much Toby. Welcome to the stream.
To a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Playing this new game. Yeah, I'm going to I have like the Epics library, like the free games that we get, like a lot. I have so many games in that I decided why not play through them on stream. That is my plan.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could
What?
he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That's a good question. It's a walk-in simulator, and you kind of just, from what I understand, there's multiple endings to this game, and you just gotta kind of figure them all out.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
I did
large
figure out the main ending, but now I'm just kind of exploring different things.
Although this passageway had the word
Yeah, the narrator is kind of a jerk too.
was, at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet
So if I don't talk a lot, it's because the narrator is talking. I'm trying to listen to it as well.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, I can. That's not an issue. You're the first person to actually talk in stream, so I don't actually know how it was. Oops. Oh, there's captions? Oh, that would have been nice. Back, resume the game.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Alright, good. Would have been nice to know that you guys couldn't hear the narrator 2 hours ago, but that's fine, I guess. Slow day for streaming, that's for sure. Oh. Where am I? Oh,
As
we're
the
moving.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
Oh.
Trapped forever in his narrow
Wait a
vision
minute.
of what this
Oh, we're gonna get
was.
squished, aren't we?
Perhaps his
That's
death
fun.
was
That's great.
like plucking the
That's a good question. I don't know where I am. This is new to me. Like I said, there's multiple endings to this game, so I keep finding new things as well. Looks like that's gonna happen to us though. Cool. Oh. Wait.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
This
him
isn't the first time we've
instantly.
died. But we didn't die. Wait a minute. That's a good question. Are we Stanley? This game has not made that very clear.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Just a big old black room. Nothing in there.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from Beginning of the game, the path from Stanley's office to the tours, the first part of the game that was built, sections have been added and altered throughout development. The core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Huh. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the doors in a good time. Yeah, that is like a big thing with like narration games like this. Like sometimes you gotta make sure that they reach the two doors that set the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable design. Once the rooms are created, the rest of the game emerged as a extension of exploration of the contradiction the team posed. The office. Yeah, we don't really get those, do we? Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when the buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and synthesized tone. Office computers. The Stanley Parable credits. Okay. The office. Maintenance room. What's this? Copier. Boss's office. Oh, wait. Screenshots of development of the boss's office. Oh, okay. So that's the final product, I guess. Office enclosure, underground. There's a lot in this room. I gotta make sure I don't miss all of it or any of it. Freedom ending. This was the very incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Okay. Countdown desk. One of the desks from early version of the countdown ending. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it exists in beta. Okay. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the two endings together instead. Okay. Countdown room. An early version of the countdown room. Monitor. What do you mean monitor? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what any of this... Is this like game design mockup? Okay, that's really cool that one of the endings is just, this is how we made the game. Stanley's office. To the left is the evolution of Stanley's office. Oh my god, Austin, of course. Yeah, okay. Should have seen that one coming. Narrator. Haha. Okay. After the second trailer was sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we found the perfect use for them in our section of these emails. From Sergey Medvedev asking the narrator. Well, this is the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered... Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is... Okay, I don't care. I'm not reading on this. The lounge, an early version of the lounge. So there's definitely a secret ending in the lounge. I need to figure that out. The apartment timer. If you're choice leading to the apartment, the timer would give you 50 seconds to pick one. Pick up the phone or lead to a different ending. The cargo lift was intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after the early version decided, we also want the option of players falling to their death. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something we could do on that path. Oh, I'm gonna go test it out later. Oh no. I think I crashed the game. I think the game crashed. How did I do that? How did I manage to do that one? Oh, wait. Did the game crash or am I just... Looks like the game crashed. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's fun. Let's open that back up. Oh, we got a new achievement too. Nice. Oh, where's the game? There we go. That's fun. Anyways, I now know what to do for one of the endings, so let's go figure that out. Wait. Oh, the clicking's gone. Oh, I have to redo all that,
All of
don't
his
I?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I just don't have access to that ending anymore. Or I have to do something. I'm not sure. I don't really care, actually. I don't want that ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, watch this, watch this, watch
Look,
this.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What?
Ah.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
I
for
knew there
others?
was a way to
Are
jump
you
on this
that
platform.
convinced that I
Couldn't
want
figure it
something
out till
bad
now.
to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, let's continue then.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
So many choices. So many choices. Let's not walk through the red door. Let's walk through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Wait, what?
Stanley walked through the red door.
The door's gone.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, the blue door's right here.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Is that the Nether?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes, it
I do
is.
not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Skill tree would be cool.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ah.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What should we give it? One through 5. What should we give it? I'll let you guys decide this one. Alright, I'm getting a 3.
Oh,
Never
of
talking.
course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard. I wonder if this is actually accurate. Wait a minute. 21.3% of players skipped the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of the players chose the blue door. Complete against other two parable career. You're objectively ranked. Ah, dang it. 7. I've not been online for hours.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
If it just, okay.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems
I wonder
like
what
it'll
game's gonna
work.
give us.
Let's give it a shot.
Just Minecraft opens up. That'd be funny. I was joking.
Is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough?
I didn't know you would actually open up Minecraft.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
We can't actually play, but it'd be super funny if we could.
No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
Yeah, the render distance is this is better than an actual
You've
Minecraft.
only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside
Look at that
and
mountain.
make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
We can move, yes.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light? Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh no, what's she gonna put us in now? Damn, I can't believe you gave Minecraft a 1 out of 5. What a jerk.
Yes!
Is this
I
Portal?
don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, things will go down the toilet. Oh, well, the cup's gone forever. There's a door here. Can't walk through it. What the heck is this game? I actually don't know what this game is. Aperture. Oh, I can walk out that way. Oh, it is Portal. Okay, I'm not stupid. I've actually never played Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
I know, I'm so smart.
Actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Please rate your experience. Just falling down shafts now. I don't even know what I'm doing. What is this game supposed to be? I'm so confused now. Oh. What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
So is that an end, I guess? Okay, that's an ending. Cool.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Oh, the input's back.
Just a
Okay.
matter of time.
I don't care.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first...
I have no idea how many
open door
endings are in this game. And we're definitely not gonna get through all of them today.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
But I want to see what the red door leads to.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that
Welcome
investing
back.
your
Oh, you
trust
just
in
missed an
someone
entire
else can
experience
deliver,
of just
but
true
the fact
randomness.
is that the
We were in
story has
Minecraft
been
at one
about nothing
point.
but you
That was very
all this
interesting.
time.
And then we were in Portal.
There's someone
It was
you've been
it was very
neglecting,
interesting.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something
That's a great
bad
question.
to
The
happen
guy,
to
the
you?
narrator got
What?
mad and threw us
I
into
don't know how
Minecraft.
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
See, I came to
side.
here and then went through the blue door and he got mad that I
Now,
didn't go
listen
through the red
carefully,
door.
This is important. Stanley walked
Now we're gonna go through the red door.
door.
See what ending this leads to.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this
Yeah,
time?
this game,
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always
I don't
trying
really
to get
fully understand
somewhere
what's
that
going on in
isn't
this
here.
game.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's
I don't feel like giving it a full-on psychoanalysis either.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Oh, we're literally
And
just
I
walking
think-
in circles.
Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What? Later on. I guess both doors do the same. It's just black. I already did that multiple times. He just kind of gets mad at you because you're ruining the story.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know what we're looking for. I've gone through so many endings so far. Yeah, you definitely missed a lot coming in into the stream.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
It's Aurora
I
Borealis.
actually feel happy.
I have no idea. That's what I should call it. Yeah, but you know, we're gonna keep on going.
No,
Oh.
wait. Where are you going?
Wait, why is it green now? What?
Right. Where were we?
The narrator is a very personal person. But if I just keep leaving the room and going back in. Ooh, wait, these lights are almost gone. We got these green lights. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually watch all of this. That's the thing. Like, I don't like so much that you can do. Like, it's all about making choices and stuff. And it's like, do I choose to stay and watch and be stubborn, or do I continue going? Like, there's a whole time where I just sat in a room stand and he got mad at me. Really? That is weird. Because everything looks fine on my end, as far as I'm aware. Oh, it's black now. And no, there's more dots. Okay, I really don't feel like going through all these dots. So let's leave.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Interesting.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
There's no door. Oh, am I supposed to jump? Oh no. Oh, I took full damage.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what
Yeah.
you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I don't want to stop moving. Screw it, I'm going back to the stairwell.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this. No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Continuing the story is what processes my mind. Raw.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my
It's in
game?
my Epic's library, so I got it for free.
Over and over to be
Since
riveted?
Epic gives out weekly free games, this game is not the weekly free game this week.
Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, there we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Because that's one ending of a million. Alright, let's see. What have we not done so far? That's what we
All
gotta
his
ask.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want to go back to the main ending. Maybe we should
Stanley
just do the
came to a
speed
set
run.
of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Let's see if we could beat the speed run record. Not the record, but like the speed run achievement.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So
Let me
he
through, let
relaxed
me through,
for a
let me
few moments
through.
with some calming new
Only
age
4
music.
minutes and 22 minutes that we have to beat the and 22 seconds we have to beat the game in. I don't know if that's possible. How do you know what the code was? Because he's told me multiple times in the past.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
So you gotta realize I've been playing this game for almost 3 hours now.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
Stream is
in
like,
someone
yeah, I don't know
else's
why.
control? Never. It was
I don't know. It's been doing that the past 2 streams.
Was it even possible?
I need to look into it more,
Had he
but I haven't
truly
figured it out.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
It might be on my end. I actually can't really
He
tell.
had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's
Oh,
command.
that sucks.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where
Hopefully I
had
beat
his
that
co-workers
in the time. I don't actually know how
had he
to
been
make that
freed
any
from
faster.
the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange
Oof.
building hold?
Wait, they made that into an emoji?
As
That's
sunlight
cruel.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
The
Perhaps his
doomed
goal had
loading
not been to
screen.
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Hopefully I did that in time.
Liberation.
4 minutes and
Immense
22 seconds is
possibility of a new
really
path before
fast.
him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Did we do it? I swear if we didn't do it, I'll be sad. Dang it, it doesn't seem like we did. No. That's crazy to beat under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. I don't know if that's possible for me. I don't know what 8 is. Alright, I'm gonna try one more ending and then I think I'm gonna end the stream.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait. What? This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work
Whatever.
of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance
Put me
section, walked
earlier,
straight
like
ahead to
later
the
into the
opposite
game.
door,
Like
and
it
got back
made
on track.
skip the entire first portion for some reason.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh my god, how did I miss the 8? Oh. Oh, maybe it's letting me speedrun it because after I just defeated the thing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible
Maybe that's how you
secret
do
did
it
this
under 4
place
minutes.
hold?
It
Stanley thought to
has you
himself.
skip a good
Did
chunk
he
of it.
have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Does not like the monitors, apparently.
Individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
I don't know.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Let me look at something real quick. Make sure it's not my end. The stream's not doing great, but it's... Oop.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
That's exactly what I wanted.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent...
Yes! Control of
Stanley
everything.
suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Oh, you're 2 subs away from 100? That's awesome.
The machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever.
Yeah, I haven't really been keeping track of my sub count.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone.
I think we're close to 500 though.
Or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say,
37 away, 27 away or something.
has been rather
23.
amusing.
I don't know.
Watching you try to make sense of everything
30.
and take back
2.
the control wrested
I know
away
that.
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so
I don't understand
much.
what the code is.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
0, 1, 4,
additional
2. Is that what it is? There's no
Time
0.
doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have
Purple
no idea
button.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh wow, that's actually crazy. I wish I had 600,000 views.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
What kind of content do you make on your own channel?
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
I don't understand this ending. How do I beat this one?
Until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, that's fair. Thomas the Tank Engine. Whoa. Why are there papers everywhere?
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
Yeah, it did. Everything
I
just
got
exploded.
what I wanted.
The thing is, like, I don't know anything. I already know what that does. I don't care. Paper trail ends here.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of, tingle. Yes, really, really
I
worth
think
it.
there's something
being
if we
here
just sit in this room for a while.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I mean, it's definitely worth it, you know, sitting here, just getting the narrator to
At this
talk.
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, I have no idea what's going on in this room. Whew.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Yes, continue waiting in this door. That's my goal. That is what I'm going to do. We're going to look at the floor together. I really wish we could, like, vend machine something here. That would be pretty funny. Number 1. Yeah. Nice. What is this? Who farted? Is that what that says? Yes, it does. What does this one say? This one says, Mom. Okay. I don't know what that is. I can't read the other mug. Tragic value. I think that's what it said. $1.25 for a cold drink. That's not terrible. Fuel. Coffee nut. Number 1 something. There's really nothing else left in this room. I feel like there has to be. Could be wrong. Alright, whatever.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, well, I know where all these options kind of lead to from this room.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, makes sense. Alright, I think that's a good place to end the stream for tonight. Yeah, I probably won't be playing this again. Not for a while, at least. Next stream, I don't know what I'll be playing. I'm gonna peruse my catalog again and pick a random game at random. That looked interesting, so yeah. Alright, see you guys in the next stream then. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.